Hello, everybody. I hope you guys are good. You're welcome to another episode of Divide. Actually, this is a fantastic, unique episode because we're going to be having one of a living legend. I don't know. She's extraordinary. She's unlike anybody I actually know. I really can't find the words to just talk about her person.
Wow.
And the wonder that she carries. But yeah, I introduce to you guys the one and only, the fantastic, spectacular,
Come on.
talented,
Uh-oh.
and vibrant. Sorry, I'm not. Okay, yeah. Vibrant and spectacular, articulate.
Wow.
Mrs. Oreoluwa Macaulay Shonipari. It's I don't know. I have tears in my eyes, man.
It's such a joy to finally be
here. I give you mic first.
Finally be here, Mr. Shonipari.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Grab water. Feel at home. It's inside your house. Relax.
Okay.
Hope you have settled in.
I have, like I said, I've been waiting for over a year now to be here. And I just have to believe that you were waiting to get all the other episodes done so that you can now do the best episode there will ever be.
Exactly. You stole the idea from my mind, honestly.
Absolutely. Okay.
In fact,
good.
I've not even refined the idea, but you just stole it.
You know me now.
I know now. My refiner.
Hey.
Dangote could never. My refinery in-house.
Babe, no.
Is
Repent.
You're on my podcast. Just before you
Fair enough. I'll behave. Okay.
I love it. See. But yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here. Hi, Divide. Oh my God. I just want to say thank you to my mom. Thank you to my dad. Thank you to my husband.
Oh.
It's such a joy to finally be here.
Such a fantastic man.
Shout out to all the Divide podcast fans and family. What do you call dividers? I think maybe dividend might be better because anyways, I like dividers, guys. What do you think? What do you want to be called? It'll be interesting to know. Let's get that feedback. Dividends. Dividends.
Nah, dividends.
Dividers. Anything else that you guys suggest, just let us know here. But yeah, over to you, sir.
I think you can tell that she already feels at home.
I'm having fun.
Yeah, she's having a lot of fun. Think about the fact that all the episodes have actually been recorded in her house, so you can understand why she's so at home actually. So yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for supporting us from our first episode up until now. She's been one of the background supporters, and she supported the idea. Remember that when we were talking about idea of a podcast?
Yeah, and I was in the ideation room. Came up with the name.
You did?
No. I supported the name because Mr. Shonipari wasn't sure. He was like, is it making sense? I said, babe, let me explain to you.
Oh my God.
I told him, do you know what D-V-Day means?
Okay,
do you remember? Life, V-Day. And then I talked about divide, how you are rightly dividing the word of truth. You are bringing life and meaning and understanding to life lessons, to situations, Wow. So and he was like, just like he's doing right now, makes sense, let's go with it. And then even the design for the podcast,
the logo.
Yeah, the logo and everything. I told him how, yes, this is the trajectory to go, the strategic direction. Do you understand? So yeah, and I remember helping him draft the intro episode, the questions to answer, everything, helped him refine the podcast blurb. 10 to 20 minutes. So
well.
we've been here behind the scenes, all the episodes, ideating on all of them, from Delulu or Solulu to yeah, it's been fun, and I'm so proud of you. I just want to say that I mean, it's not easy to have a podcast and to just be really excellent at it. And I remember when you started, it wasn't easy. You were like, oh my goodness, what am I doing? But you've been consistent. It's been over a year. And you're really, really good at it. And to see the growth, bro.
Thank God.
Every time you tell me the numbers, I'm just like,
Yes,
this small child of yesterday.
Yes,
and it's really beautiful to see the value that you've added to people. So I just want to say I'm really proud of you, my husband. Well done.
Thank you very much. We really appreciate just your kind words supporting our child. It's not easy, and we are grateful. Actually, thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Yeah, but for I don't have to mind compliments, but thank you very much. We really appreciate.
Working on that.
Yeah, we're working on that. I don't know what the future holds regarding that, but we're working on that. Thank you very much. I think it's like 37 or 36 episodes so far actually since we started, and it's just fantastic to see how we've been able to do that. We have over 6,000 listens now.
Come on now.
We have over 500 subscribers.
Come on
Shout
now.
out to you guys.
We need like a shekere or something for... Anyways, we'll work on that.
No, yeah, we'll probably work on that. But yes, thank you, my praise and worship leader. But yes, I think it's beautiful basically to see, and I think just the general idea that started podcast, which is just like documenting my thoughts for the future student buyers, initially as primary audience for the future, and then have just being able to create content that people that are young can also relate with and can help them navigate life generally. I think it's just beautiful basically that we did it, and here we are.
Still doing it.
Yes. I'm so excited to be housing my wife.
It's really beautiful when people come up to me and say, oh my goodness, I heard this on Divide podcast. Or I see a tweet, saying thank you for that conversation, thank you for that insight. To see you set out to do something and actually be doing it in terms of like the impact and the influence you wanted Divide to have, I think that's really beautiful, because some people start podcasts just to chat rubbish.
We don't drag people.
Oh, on Divide?
Yeah.
Then what are you dividing there? We're here to
Not
cause
yet.
division.
No, that's not it. That's not.
We're here to separate.
Mrs. Shonibara.
Okay, I said I'll behave. Okay.
One house.
Sorry.
Thank you very much.
But yeah, some people buy microphones to chat rubbish.
To say sure rubbish. But yeah, we want to give life and give it in abundance.
And you are doing that. Praise Jesus.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. So the previous episode actually was what I wanted us to tap into. So we're talking about Delulu Solulu, unhealthy expectations basically. And we had a conversation about it. Basically how you have to have a...
Sorry, in this moment, I'm just thinking of...
what's going on?
Kissing you, sorry.
Because
you like close.
Well, okay, so we're sharing one mic. Because like the two shall become one.
Your face is my face and...
Not really. You should be focused.
Sorry.
Okay. Your hard girl, this thing.
You might, babe, you have to edit this out.
If I
Babe, my red.
Oh, don't worry, you're fine.
Babe.
So basically...
No, let's talk about
You
this.
should buy... Let's focus. So basically, we spoke about like unhealthy expectations and how life basically has a way of humbling people that over expect and do not focus on like the people that get carried away with like just what they think on how they think things will go rather than like being informed on like what life can throw at them. Or do you tilt to the side of delusion where you just say, okay, like for instance, I can't wait when I get married. I'm going to have like a fairy tale wedding, fairy tale marriage, there no conflict, no, it's just going to be smooth. You get, or when I get this dream job, it's going to be a dream. But they know that they wake up every morning
to work. It's a
You
job
get,
for a
it's a job
reason.
for a reason. And you will face challenges, and basically the experiences will be balanced up and down, as we know for sure. Like, I don't know if I said it on the podcast, I said Jesus Christ did not see sin, but Jesus Christ might have seen Shaggy while he was on this planet. So that just shows the general function of life on this fallen world that we are in, that there is a need to have healthy expectations of everything, and not to outsource or be delusional about your expectations about anything. Because at the end of the day, even if you buy the latest phone today, after you open it, life goes on. You still forget the newness after the next 2 months, or the new one will come out, or something else will move on. Like, the world moves very fast. So thinking that something would solve all your problems would never really happen. And just having a healthy expectation is very key to life, basically, because delusion, even though we try to sell the idea in our generation that, be delusional about your goals, just go for it, just tunnel vision. But that, in the long term, doesn't help people. Just having a balanced expectation, because life is tough, and it's tough in the ways that people expect, and also in the ways that people do not expect, and the ways that we are not aware of, that you realize as you go. Like when you go to university and you think, when I'm in uni, I'm going to be free now, no longer under my parents' watch. Then you now realize that your CGPA is like is brick on brick, and if you miss one brick, there's no recovering that brick that you have missed. And then you now realize that as I'm trying to enjoy my life, I also need to
be serious about
my
things.
life in the same breath. So yeah,
it's true. I think that sometimes our expectations of life are not factual. I think that they're not realistic. And it takes a bit of going through life itself to come to that realization, right? Because if you've lived a very sheltered life, or live life in a bubble where everything is taken care of, you're not aware of the fact that life is full of ups and downs. It's easy to just be a person who's focused on the good, who only expects good. So when something bad happens to you, you're like, oh my goodness, this is not life, this is not what I was promised. Somebody has disappointed me, somebody has tricked me. You feel kind of just alienated. But a healthy expectation of life, or a healthy outlook to life, is one that involves a balanced insight and foresight about the things that will come your way. Knowing that the good, the bad, the ugly, the shaggy, the worst, all of it is to be expected. And when you have that kind of perspective, what it does is that it helps you prepare for all of it. So when the good is on your table, you're eating good, it's nice. When the bad is also on your table and you're presented with things that you're not necessarily happy about, you're better prepared to handle them. And you're not delusional about the fact that yes, life actually is not a bed of roses, there are thorns as well. And then once you're accustomed to the thorns, you know how to quickly overcome the thorns, so that they don't last long and become, like Paul said, that thorn in your side forever, and then you're able to pick yourself up and get back to a place where okay, yes, this is a bad patch, but a good patch will also come, as is life.
True.
So I think that really it helps you be more solution oriented.
Yeah, it helps you to be more solution oriented. Even a righteous man, he fall down.
But he has to get back up. And he's been empowered to get back up. That's the most important part. He's able to get back up because he's been empowered. So if you have a good outlook to life, it helps you be empowered to get back up, even from, a sinking ship.
Yes, and you should also get back up. That's how you power bank and stuff, if your phone runs out of power.
Wow. Or back up your data, guys.
Yes.
Make sure that you don't lose important files.
Yeah, very important too.
But Jesus pressed control and saved on my head, so I am forever saved. I don't need to be backed up.
Oh my God. Now you guys have met my wife. Yes, that's my wife. Yes. Yeah. And I think it's also very, very important to just realize and take into the fact that I think I've said this on the podcast before that Jordan Peterson says that the human being that is prepared for challenge is psychologically and physiologically like a different person compared to somebody that is just not expecting it, and like it's like when you get punched. If you're fighting and then you are expecting a punch, you can
when it lands you recover quickly.
But if you're not expecting a punch, you are likely to be taken out by that punch, which might not exactly be a punch that can take you out, but it's just because you're not expecting it. That's why
it has more of an impact than it normally should. So, that's really good.
Yeah, it's fantastic stuff. I really like to get to an extent.
And I think that is something foundational or fundamental to like the human nature in terms of the kind of understanding we should have. And lately I've seen even just parents try to instill this knowledge in children. You know, sometimes you see a baby fall and you're trying to prevent the baby from falling, but the parents are like, let the baby fall, because the baby needs to understand that life is not always, I mean, it might seem too early to teach, a baby that kind of lesson, right? But a baby needs to understand that, okay, well, that is how they get accustomed to their world, by knowing that, okay, there are surfaces that are flat.
Gravity day.
Exactly. There are surfaces that are not so flat. If I go up a hill, I might, come down kind of thing. So a parent is telling the child, yeah, okay, fall. And you see children, they fall. And when no one's paying them attention, they get back up on their own without crying, right? And it just teaches them resilience. Teaches okay, fire is a bit extreme.
No, fire, because like the child will always put his hand inside the fire. Like if you look away, until he actually feels the heat on the fire, he won't know that that is
something hot. Burns. Yes. Exactly. So it's their way of actually getting accustomed to the world, to knowing what stings, what hurts, what burns, what doesn't, what is nice to eat, what's not nice to eat.
I don't know the breakfast. Do you let somebody young chop breakfast because the breakfast will let the person know that there's a possibility of somebody breaking your heart?
So this is actually a very good question. I'm not going to talk about breakfast in terms of like heartbreak alone, but just disappointments generally. I think it's very important that we are exposed to disappointments early enough. Now, early enough, is varied depending on one's life experiences and things like that. So now I'm not an advocate for bad things to happen to people, right? But I believe that it's important for people to have that reality check real quick, because the earlier it happens, the better prepared you are to overcome even bigger things that will happen, that have the capacity to knock you down even more than this current situation has. Do you understand? And there is something called compounding ability. And I think that the more you're exposed, or the more you expose yourself to opportunities for disappointment, the easier you are to recover from them. Do you understand? Over time, that experience compounds and builds your muscle, builds your resilience, builds your ability to find comfort even in seemingly trying situations. One of my favorite scriptures in the Bible is 2 Corinthians chapter 1, verses 3-5. And it summarily talks about how you are supposed to comfort other people with the comforts that you have received from going through certain trials and tribulations. When you understand, that's why I say about like the compounding effect, that you have the ability to have this positive outlook to life, a balanced outlook to life, whereby you understand that good will come and bad will come. And when the bad comes, you allow it form in you certain traits like tenderness, graciousness, perseverance, other important long suffering, openness, right? Ability to be more accepting of people's differences and flaws, vulnerability, transparency. It helps you then relate better with the next person who may also need what you have gone through to stand stronger, right? So sometimes we look at life from a very myopic perspective.
That's how young people delulu.
Yes, sometimes we're so focused on ourselves and what we're going through. And one thing that's helped me to actually embrace tough times a bit more realistically and even enthusiastically now, I can say, is the fact that I know that not only am I going through this for my own betterment, but somewhere, sometime in the future, it might be exactly what somebody needs, to go and overcome, or to successfully go through whatever tough time that they are going. So even if I have to suffer for the sake of someone else's betterment, I think now, like I said, I'm more enthusiastic about it, because not only is it benefiting me, but it also has potential to benefit somebody else in the long term. So that is me being able to comfort somebody with the same comfort I've received, with the same strength that I've received from going through a tough time.
Thank you, comfort. Now you can comfort. You met my enabler. It's good that you see her.
It's called influence.
Influence.
I've influenced you.
Who influence who?
We influence each other. That's why we're
Oh, look at you. That's
your
good.
influence is yet to be determined as to whether it's good or not. But
Okay.
mine is verified. It's a good influence.
Lulu. But yes, I think it's very important actually. That's a very good thing to learn from, to realize that life is definitely not black and white. There's the ups, there's the down. There's the down. Get into the groove.
Still show me,
Never mind. Yes, so there's down and there's up. And there's even up. Higher. Leave Jesus high. You see that? I'm good. But
You're actually really good.
yes. Oh, I have it on record. No running now.
Damn.
I have my receipt. So yes, I think it's very important. I think I should be inviting you more episodes.
I've been telling you all my life.
Oh,
You've waited for so
I don't know who sang the song, but let me know when I say Celine Dion. Make it not be the wrong person.
God.
But yes, so let's focus. So basically, I think it's very important. What should we call episodes that we do together? The shows.
We'll think about it later.
But
it's a show.
It's a show.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the shows. Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Show.
On the show.
On the show. Oh, on the show.
Yeah. Idea ball.
That was solid.
Stop it. Stop
Nice
it.
one. So, on the show. It's going to be on the show. On healthy expectations. But yes, about unhealthy expectations. But yes, so thank you very much. I think we'll just round this episode up, and then we'll see you guys on the next one.
This is Orolo Makoli Shonibare signing out, ladies and
shit.
gentlemen. It's been such a pleasure. Thank you so much for listening. Feel free to tweet at me at Ora Makoli. Feel free to send me a message on Instagram at Ora Makoli. Listen to my work. I'm a spoken word artist.
It's fantastic.
I'm a lawyer. I'm a poet, a writer, an author, a sister,
a wife,
many things.
Many.
I'm actually an idea generator as well. So
yes, you kind of. You can't see she's fantastic.
So yeah, please feel free to say hello. I don't bite. I'm a very friendly person, and I love having such conversations. So if you just want to chat, yeah, I'm the person for that.
Also, don't forget to share this episode with somebody else.
Very important.
So that the person can also learn about unhealthy expectations and listen to us banter a bit, I guess. Because I'm the funny one. Sorry, she's also funny. Yeah. Shalom, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.